A stat line. Nah, it was at that point in the game, it was pretty cool to be a part of, just because we needed something to happen right there. And at that point in the game, it gave us a fighting chance. Made it 7-10 and gave us a little momentum rolling forward. But it was pretty cool. I tell people, it was cool to throw it, but Bo made a heck of a catch right there. I feel like it's some receivers who can't make that catch with somebody on their back like that to box him out, go up and make the catch, and then to contort his body to get the touchdown. I mean, that was he did probably 75% of that play. So I'm grateful that he made the play for him to keep me perfect, and it was a good experience, cool experience for sure.
Oh, cool. You guys ran some of those trick plays quite a few times this year. Do you get a sense of excitement when that play is called and you guys have a chance to do it in game?
Oh, 1,000%. I mean, there's plays that you'll practice throughout the weekend and you just look forward to hopefully being able to run it. Sometimes some plays get left on the shelf for weeks, and some of them die on the shelf. And so whenever you get a chance to, take one off the shelf and go put it into action, it's pretty cool to be able to go watch it come to life, and guys go out there and make the plays and make it happen. I mean, I know that a lot of OCs and head coaches, it's one of those things that they have to love it in order to be able to call it. And so, when it gets called, it's something that they feel confident in, and we try to go execute it. So it's been cool seeing some of these plays come together, and who knows what else coach got up his sleeve. We get surprised here and there whenever he just puts something together.
You, Saquon, or the Garrett Wilson catch, who had the best play?
Saquon Barkley, my goodness gracious. That is one of the most athletic, unorthodox, just pure genetic plays I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I'm a big Saquon fan. He and I in the same draft class, so I got a chance to watch him a little bit. He was at Penn State, and then watching him his rookie year go out there and tear it up, and seeing him find his stride a little bit, even more so in Philly right now, coming off some of those injuries that he had in New York. It's been really fun to see, and I think the version of Saquon that is playing right now is the version that everyone saw at Penn State and got to see his rookie year. And I'm excited. I'm happy for him, man. That play that's one of those plays that forever, like, it'll be a top play in NFL history forever. I don't think we'll see another play like that. I'm sure somebody's going to try it now because they've seen it, but nobody executed the way he did.
Court Shaw was just saying that in the league, sometimes you get punched on the chin, you got to get right back up.
Yeah.
What's it going to take this week mentally for you guys to be ready to go and be ready for this challenge?
Yeah, shoot. So we had to go in, and it was a hard pill to swallow on Monday, to go in there and watch that film and be accountable to the things that we didn't do well, see the things that we did do well, figure out ways to grow from the things that we didn't do well, so that we don't make those same mistakes. That's a really good team. I said it after the game that the Ravens are a really good team. They've earned that right to be in playoff contention and have people talk about them being a dominant team in the AFC. We're going into another hostile environment this weekend, and you can't dwell on it. I was just telling the guys that it's something that I'm sure all of us have heard before. If you dwell on it too long, it'll beat you twice, and that's the last thing that we want. We don't want this to be something that bites us in the butt twice, and we look back and say, "Dang, we didn't let the Ravens game go." And that was the message on Monday. It was the message a little bit on Tuesday, and it was the message a little bit this morning. That day is done. We can't do anything about it. All we can do is learn from it, move forward, and go in and take care of this week with a really good team in Kansas City that we got to go see.
What makes his defense so? I mean, it's aggressive, it blitzes, it's sometimes exotic, it's fake exotic. You've played it now more than anybody in that room other than Garrett. What does make it so challenging against him?
Man, there's a lot of really good players on that defense. A lot of really good players that have played a lot of ball together. I think that's the thing that I think that's the biggest thing I would say, is that they have a lot of really good players that have played a lot of ball together, and it allows them to be able to play fast. And I think on defense, when you can play fast and they can know that there's going to be a guy here, there's going to be a guy there, everybody knows the zones they're going to be in, they all can communicate, and sometimes even they can work without having to communicate with each other because they just know they've done it so much. And I think that that's something that makes them really good, and Coach has done a really good job of – they game plan really well. I think they do a really good job of finding your strengths and your weaknesses and trying to exploit them. And it's something that we have to know, something we have to be aware of, especially with us having a rookie quarterback. You know, they're gonna try him, they're gonna test him, and just see, you know, how much film is he watching, how prepared is he gonna be, and I have no lack of faith. That's double negative, but there's no lack of faith there of Bo being prepared and this offense being prepared, defense being prepared, everyone being prepared to go in here and take care of business. I think that it's just we have to be on our P's and Q's to be able to go in there and knock off the defending Super Bowl champs at home.
Court, it's the first time in your career you've had back-to-back 100-yard games. What's clicking with either your game or your chemistry with Bo or the offense right now?
Oh man, I mean, I think that, you know, I told you guys in training camp, and each week that we get a chance to talk about it, I think that each week we're only going to continue to grow, continue to find plays that we feel comfortable with, continue to find tempos that we understand, him understanding where I'm going to be, me understanding where he wants me to be. I think that's something that's going to continue to grow. I think that, you know, not saying that it's just going to like be perfect every week, but it's something that I think that we're getting better at week in and week out, and, you know, could just continuing to learn each other. You know, you got guys that play years together, and they get that's how, you know, you see those numbers pop out. And so for Bo and I to continue to grow, I think it's just a week in and week out thing of just continuing to develop, continuing to fine-tune the things that we do well, and then also fine-tune the things that we don't do well, so that we can have a repertoire that is very deep and we can do what we want to do when we step out there. Appreciate y'all.